up? It's your boy T-Baby and Reaction. Today's is some couple leftovers from Music Monday, and this one is from Tracklib, and this is based off their full breakdown they got going on called the State of Sampling. And this video talking about how they analyze 1,000 hits to find out what producer really sampled, and this is something interesting one to check out. Now, like always, I love to do my advertisement with Tracklib. If you're not familiar with Tracklib is your online record store for sampling, blend whatever sampling you need. Oh, excuse me. Whatever sampling you need, whether it's drum sample loops, cinematic loops, hip hop loops, EDM loops, R&B loops, soul loops, etc. Tracklib is a sort for you. Not only help you with is first of all is royalty fair, not royalty free, but royalty fair, meaning they help you get the sample, but you gotta get your sample license as well too, which they help you out with as well too. That's to let you know. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. That's on my throat. So I'm trying to get the words I usually say about this though. Not only think about it not only help you find a sample, it have a lot of tools to help you get samples together, such as looping. They have a looping effect to set the shit loose for two bars, 4 bars, 8 bars. I think they go up to 12, 60 bars. I think 8's the most. But anyway, they also got a beat option. I guess I can't think of it called. Beat feature, where you put the sample you're looking for, different type of beats, whether it's a boom bap beat, a trap beat, a techno beat, or simple kick and hat, whatever. As well as the newest one, a picture feature, where you can show the picture of the sample and everything, along with getting it together. So and just right there, you can sample, you can save. You can download the sample, whether you have the right loop. You can download the exact loop, as well as possibly the pitch. I haven't tried a pitch feature yet, as well as have multi-track versions of samples where you can get different stems of the samples well too. If you want just the vocals, you want just the bass, the drums, the lead, whatever, they have that. They can help you out with that as well too, with certain songs as well too. And like I said, get yourself licensed. The lowest at $50. Depends on the level of the caliber and level of the sample. Because C is a 50 and B and A is like higher. A being the highest, almost as But anyway, as like something you have to put some money on. But anyway, we're gonna check out this video from Tracklib, cause of them analyzing 1,000 samples as well too, as part of their state of sample article they have on the Tracklib website. But anyway, without further ado, let's check it out.
The art of sampling has been around in music for decades, as musicians and producers borrow and reinvent sounds from the past into new songs updated for the present.
It cost me a lot.
It cost me a lot.
Since then, it has become a cornerstone in modern music making. But how much do people actually sample? Is the art form still alive? What do they sample, and what are the most popular sampling techniques? We meticulously researched and dissected every entry onto the Billboard Hot 100 list to try and answer these questions and paint a better picture of what the state of sampling is today.
What's up, little bit, man? Got it.
For those who don't know, sampling is the act of taking a sound from an already existing piece of music and incorporating it into a new song, mixing and matching it to create something completely new. Let's start with the facts. Our research shows that 17% of all hit songs in 2022 sample from a previously released song. That's almost 1 out of every 5 hit songs. We've been doing the state of sampling research for the past 5 years, with some stats dating as far back as 2008. So we can add a little bit of context to this number. Some like to claim that sampling is dead, but sampling, in fact, is becoming even more popular, slowly increasing in popularity amongst producers each year for the past 3 years. It's apparent that sampling as a tool and art form is still fairly popular, but what are they actually sampling? We found that for the first time ever, the 2000s were the most
That is facts. Oh my God. He pointed out, oh, you don't know how much facts that is. That's becoming a thing now. And I'm not against it at all. Cause we're in the 2020s. So stuff like in the 2000s is gonna get heavily sampled. It's like when the 90s, a lot of stuff from the 70s and the 60s was heavily sampled, and when 2000, a lot of stuff from the 90s and from a lot of the 80s and 70s was heavily sampled, and then even 2010s, a lot of stuff from the 90s was heavily sampled as well too. So yeah, we are not. It is no surprise that the 2000 and 2010s are getting the most samples this past year. It is facts. A lot of songs was like sample a lot of songs that was out during my high school year, my college year, middle school year, high school and college year. It's crazy. It's major facts right here.
Popular decade to sample. This is something some of you might have seen coming,
yes.
But it's official. If you want to make a hit record, you should sample something from the 2000s.
Burna Boy, yup.
Nothing to discuss, cause I did when you buy the boy. I came to party.
Yeah.
Yo, black
That is, yep.
T-shirt, Billy. Watch on my wrist, but I want that diamond. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up. It's
Who said for this one? Kodak. You said both.
What's interesting is that in previous years, our research shows that producers tend to sample songs that were released around the time that they were growing up.
Yep.
Sounds that sound nostalgic to.
Yep, that's facts. It's facts. Yep, it's facts. That's pretty much what it is. Like something they grew up on as well too. No ID did stuff in the 82, average 96. It's facts.
Them, which makes sense that the 2000s have risen in popularity when you consider that Gen Z's generation of producers, with their younger sense of what's nostalgic and attractive to sample, has made an entrance onto the charts, marking a real turning point in the sound of modern day music this year. When it comes to which genres top producers are sampling from, we also saw a big shift this year. 2022's most popular genre to sample from is R&B.
Yup.
Hip-hop has usually dominated this category.
Yeah, wow. Now, I'll say it's facts, but wow, the fact that hip-hop is the second low. Well, then again, hip-hop don't sample each other like that, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that was big, like around, like think about it. Hip hop sampling hip hop was big around the time the songs was out. To be honest, if you heard some songs back in the day, a lot of them was sampling each other hip hop songs, just maybe off the scratch and stuff like that. And it further on, but hip hop was never always the bigger genre to sample. Those always was soul was definitely the main one, but the fact that R&B beat them out, like, and I'm talking about more so 90s and 2000 R&B, that is facts right there. You hear a lot of songs, not even 90 to 2000, recent songs from the 2010s and the 2020s is getting sampled. So mainly is R&B.
Not only has hip-hop been the genre that has sampled the most, but it is also the genre that top producers tend to sample from. This year, however, with the increase in popularity, R&B has taken over the top spot from hip-hop.
Every time I sip on codeine, I get vulnerable. Annoying the sounds of the storm when it comes.
I ain't got nothing.
Back to the basics.
Oh, okay.
Back in the matrix. Gator Maybach.
Yup. Yep, YG.
But it wasn't just R&B that producers enjoyed sampling from more than previous years. This year, many hits sample from dance music. So sampling from old school house classics to modern day EDM hits. 2022 actually marks the highest number of samples from dance music we've ever seen in our research.
I've been blowing through the money like a growing trees. I've been fucking on a French bitch, c'est la vie.
Yeah.
Another one. I like the wretchedest women. Go. G6, let's get it. Rich niggas coming down to the city.
Significant within the sampling space of 2022, Beyonce's Renaissance album.
Yes.
It's a celebration of 80s ballroom culture and the black queer roots of house music. This concept is executed down to the finest detail, most notably by collaborating with a wide range of black LGBTQ+ artists. Every sample and interpolation is a queer anthem or made by an LGBTQ+ artist.
Wow.
I see you.
This takes sample selection to a whole new level. There are also some notable sampling trends developing this year. In September, Business Insider headlined how TikTok song remixes and mashups.
This is gonna. Nah, I'm glad it brought this up. I'm glad I watched this. This is major facts. TikTok definitely is killing it with the mashes and remixes, though. So popular that it's come that it's being played on the radio, including TikTok radio stuff on Sirius.
Are changing music marketing. This is due to an evolving trend of songs borrowing so heavily from classic songs that the lines between remixes, remakes, and sampling are getting blurred, both in terms of sound, but also in terms of licensing. Of all the hits sampling from other songs this year, around 20% rely so heavily on the original, it's closing in on being a remake or a remix, as opposed to sampling from it.
Yep.
Now, this isn't something entirely new, but it has been increasing in popularity this year. Perhaps the TikTok era, with its fondness for revitalizing old songs and artists want to capitalize on the free momentum that comes with it, has affected the production space and the sampling techniques. Another huge development closely correlated with sampling that started picking up a lot of speed in 2021 and started gaining mainstream attraction in 2022 is sampled drill.
Yep, facts, drill, definitely.
How can I be homophobic? My bitch is gay.
Doja.
Sample drill is an offspring of drill music, and as you can probably tell by its name, is deeply rooted in sampling, specifically using 90s and 2000s era hip-hop and R&B as its core building blocks.
Yeah, Lucky Block.
Like who hotter? Top shotters. Hoodied up, dread down like a roster.
For such a young genre, its popularity is already undeniable, with basically every major music news site like Complex, Pitchfork, OK Player reporting on its rapid growth. We can see the subgenre's interest has increased by 442% in the last 3 years. And on TikTok, it's definitely gained traction, with the hashtag having reached over 112 million views in just barely 2 years. All of these strong indicators that this is very likely the fastest growing subgenre in the world. Moving on to the next trend of 2022, and something that's been cooking up for a couple of years now. Stems and multi-tracks are more important to sampling.
That's what I'm talking about. This was I'm talking about when about their multi-track stems feature they have on Tracklib as well too. Yep.
Ever. When a song is stripped to its core elements like drums, bass, vocals, etc., those are called the stems of a song.
Yeah.
I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
A few years ago, you would have had to have access to the separate stems directly from the artist. But with recent advancements in technology, you're able to separate the stems yourself. With the release of groundbreaking software Serato Stems, Kanye West's Stem Player,
Serato Stems,
and technological advancements in online stem extractors, all this indicates the growing importance of stems in modern day sampling, which can be clearly illustrated by looking at Google Trends, which have been increasing every year for the last 5 years by 800%. If you didn't know, 30% of the tracks on Tracklib are actually stems and multi-tracks that you can sample from. So you can pretty much find anything to sample, from a 70s soul acapella to 60s funk drums to a guitar solo from an 80s jazz record. We see the same trends developing with songs on Tracklib, with songs that have multi-tracks and stems being 9 times more likely to be sampled than songs without them. Now, in our opinion, you can't talk about the state of sampling without talking about Tracklib, since to be fair, it's the only online record
I don't have to say it. He's gonna say it for you.
store in the world where anyone can sample and clear samples affordably. So we believe progress for Tracklib is progress for sampling, and hopefully you guys agree. And we can happily say it's been quite a successful year for Tracklib, since thousands more sample heads choose us as their go-to source for sampling.
New feature.
Our beat player has gotten the nice additions of being able to pitch your loops and put drums on top of it for context. And we also had some big names choosing to use Tracklib to grab and clear their samples, such as Kendrick Lamar, Nas, Brockhampton, Kaytranada, Tisha, Mount Kimby, and many, many, many more. So whether you're into sampling or want to get into it, you can grab a free trial by visiting the link in the description. What do you guys think is the future of sampling? We're eager to know, so let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this sample, pun intended, then I'm happy to tell you there's much more to discover. Just head over to tracklib.com/stateofsampling to read the full piece. The link is in the description. There, you'll also find 8 sample breakdowns, breaking down the biggest samples of 2022. If you like this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to get more of it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
This was definitely, like I said, if you definitely check out the full story of this, the full breakdown. It's nice as well too, and definitely if you have not yet, get on Tracklib. It's awesome. I'll tell you that right now. Other than that, I haven't used a sample from Tracklib in a good while, but I'm definitely about to grab some more. But it definitely is useful though. It's not because I don't like it. I'm just feel a little. I'm just like intimidated. I didn't grab a lot of. I also grab a lot of like royalty free stuff from. Free royalty stuff at that and everything. It sound pretty good, and I made some beats using them though. But I might go back to do some stuff with Tracklib, and it's going to be SoundCloud exclusive till it's like somebody actually wanted. Then I gotta clear it all, and then the rest is history. And of course, we'll freeze up towards the end. Hold on. I'm back. Inshallah. Of course, we'll start freezing toward the end, but yeah, definitely. But Tracklib is definitely something to use, and it's very, very useful. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely which I'll find some samples that pique my interest well too. That I might use in future songs. I still got songs I grabbed recently for Tracklib in my library. I can look through and see if I make some shit off of that. But other than that. If you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe, YouTube channel. I will put my Tracklib link as well too, so y'all can scratch yourself back, get some reference, some free samples, a couple free downloads, while I get some reference as well too. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.